This is an exclusive presentation of the Mikey Report. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the TMR CafePress Pre-Game show. Mikey Edwards here inside the Patriot Pit of the University of Valley Forge. Glad you can be with us for tonight's exclusive coverage of the UVF IBL, University of Valley Forge Intramural Basketball League, where we have two heavyweights battling it out for the precious intramural basketball title, as the Warriors will be taking on the Super Squad. Warriors usually led by Latrell Alford. Alford was not available for their semifinal game against the Staff, which they were able to win 60-49. But I believe, he looks like he will be available to go tonight. He is here on the court, along with his teammate RJ Baskin. Kenny Murray should be arriving a little bit later on, as well as the other teammates, Azana Azrate, Keegan Myers, and Kenny Murray, along with Emmanuel Toms. Super Squad is usually dominated by Demetrius Muse and Mike Stum, but their teammates are Micah Valerius, Craig Lahr, John Kenning Graves, Ronche Vargas, and Roger Erdvig. Now, I'm not sure if Erdvig is going to be available for tonight's action because of some ARA details, but we'll see what transpires. But we are going to have complete coverage of this action. The Staff, the Super Squad, were 7-1 in the regular season, rebounded with a win over Prime Time pretty convincingly. I don't remember the score offhand. I'd have to look at all the stats to really look back at the tape to actually tell you, because I can't remember. But it was pretty much a blowout to start. They were up like anywhere between 25, 28 points before the Super Squad, before the Primetime got their first points of the game. So it was pretty unfortunate for Primetime to have that much of a heartache. Warriors stayed within in their semifinal game pretty well. 30-24 was the halftime score, and then came and won 60-49. So that was really what transpired ultimately to bring these two teams, one in Super Squad, the one out of the West, and the Warriors, the two out of the West, to this championship bout. This is I can tell you this is going to be a heavyweight bout. I'm sure Alford and Stum are going to be on each other like white on rice. So this is going to be an intense, very intense battle between these two clubs. You got Emian Toms, Ronche Vargas, two great facilitators. Emian Toms is similar to Demetrius Muse in where they're able to shoot the outside shot, but also drive in for their buckets down low as well. So we're going to have a quick timeout for you. Quick advertising commercial, and we'll be back with more action here on TMR. Coverage of TMR Intramural UVF Intramural Basketball is brought to you by the TMR CafePress Shop. For all your TMR gifts and TMR branded gifts and accessories, visit us online at cafepress.com/TMR shop. I got a good amount of time to. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on the Mikey Report. Mikey Edwards here with Kenny Murray, one of the big key players for the Warriors. Now, okay, so that's right. I forgot. You guys did play them second time around in the regular season. That led to the loss. Having both Mike Stum and Latrell your teammate Latrell Alford, what are you expecting out of the entire? We should have. I don't remember how many guys about. Oh, if you had to guess who you were going to be guarding, who will you probably be guarding most?
Probably Coach Ryan. And other than him, I'm not sure. Maybe Roger, possibly Craig. I don't know, but mostly Coach Ron.
Okay. No, I. Yeah, to stop him. And all right, Kenny Murray for the Warriors will try to check in with TMR. So stay Really. Quick word with Coach Jalen Archer in few moments. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, we do have Warriors versus Super Squad for the Intramural Basketball Championship. You do not want to miss a second of the action. We might actually do commercial free. Again, Eban Proctor will actually join me for tonight's action in the booth, so you don't want to miss a second of what will be going on. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Associate Archer. Now, Jalen, you guys have a huge battle tonight. Warriors, huge. I consider this a heavyweight bout because you got Stum on your guys' side, Trell on the other. So, what are you guys expecting out of this game tonight?
Expecting a good game, a hard-fought game, and the victory.
Now, I know Trell's going to be one of the huge keys to defend, but any other players on that Warrior squad that you guys are concerned about and worried about tonight?
Depending on how E-Man comes out, E-Man, but not really. I feel like Trell and Stum, they going go at it, so they're going to cancel each other out. Meech's going to have a better game this game. I talked to him. We had Craig back, Coach Ron. Everybody's going to be here. Well, John's not going to be here, but that's a big factor defensively. Yeah, but we should be good. We should be good.
All right. No concerns with like Kenny Murray or any other.
No. We're good. We're good there.
All right. Now, Sadie's a joy to talk with you all season, and even
it's going to be a fight. It's going to be probably one of our hardest games we had to play. But like Jalen said, I think Travis and they're going to cancel each other out. So everything we got so many different pieces, so many weapons. We have Michael, we have Roger. So it's not just Stump. Our team is not just focused around Stump, but we have a team.
yeah, I think with Craig being here, that might be a plus for you guys on the defensive side of the ball as well as the offensive side. I know that he's looking to put up some big numbers tonight.
Years to watch. Well, we're
Yeah, I know. Mike Stum coming back in the semi.
to be more closer. I mean, we just good back.
Yeah, I know. Us guys up in the booth, we were talking about how Stum was dealing with a kryptonite issue because of being out those. for you guys. Uh, Maybe we'll catch you either at halftime or
Sure. See you soon.
and that was coaches Jalen Archer and Sadie's Bellinger. And we will be getting underway with the game here on about it's time. So we'll see you soon here on TMR. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting back and, and underway here. We got about a minute left here in the TMR CafePress Pre-Game. So we Warriors and Super Squad. This is going to be one intense heavyweight bout. Mike Stum and Latrell Alford, pretty much the marquee matchup. But we'll be seeing a lot of other faces, especially on the Warriors, because Mike Stum, I talked with him a little bit earlier, that he's actually expecting it only to really focus on E-Man Toms and Latrell Alford. I'm joined here with Josh. Josh, we're looking at an amazing matchup. I know we've both played these teams. What are you expecting out of this game tonight?
I'm expecting an intense game. We got Preston Martin. I think that's his last name. We got
Saunders, actually.
Preston Saunders, Emmanuel Toms, and you got Latrell Alford, and then you got Michael Stums. He has a pretty stacked team. You got Craig, who's a facilitator. You got Demetrius. He's a sniper from downtown, and you also it's just gonna be a really intense game. I think that in order for E-Man's team to win, or shall I say, Latrell's team to win, somebody needs to step up, because right now it just seems like Preston's getting boards, but we're gonna need him to step up and score. RJ needs to make a three-pointer and at least make a layup. We know Kenny could be a little inconsistent, but when he's having a good game, he could be solid. So we'll see how this game plays out. But right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Michael Stum team will win because he has Micah down low with the rebounds. I think they're just going to be too overwhelming with their speed and their size. You got Coach Ron, great defender, doesn't get tired, runs cross country. He has a track meet coming up soon. So shout out to Coach Ron.
Yeah, he's actually him and Craig, I think, both are training for marathons. Craig actually is running one in 10 days. I don't know when Coach Ron's is. So that.
Right. Well, Coach Ron, he runs a couple of meets every summer. So, he's always in tip-top shape, whether he plays basketball a lot. So, I mean, he doesn't play basketball a lot, but he could play defense. He has that jump shot that it's a little awkward, but, sometimes it goes in. He's a solid defender, which is something that Emmanuel Toms is gonna have to work for every shot, and Preston's gonna have his hands full down low with Michael Stum and Micah boxing him out. So we'll see how this game plays out.
Yeah, I was talking with Kenny Murray earlier. He's hoping that RJ definitely has the flashes of defense that he showed in the semifinal game against the Staff on Tuesday night.
Right. RJ definitely did show up. He hit a three-pointer, celebrated a little too much, but it was a great shot. I was just talking to Latrell Alford before the game, and he has a little bit of a pain, a soreness in his foot, but he's going to have to fight through it. And knowing Latrell, he's probably one of the best basketball players that ever stepped on the court. So we'll see if it affects him, but it's going to be a great matchup. This is the matchup we always wanted to see, Michael Stum versus Latrell Alford. And, yeah, it's gonna be something. I'm actually pretty excited for it. I'm really excited for the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, huh?
I'm actually not going to be watching that, unfortunately. That's actually, I think, there's a lot going on this weekend. I just realized that because there's Kentucky Derby going on.
Really?
Yeah, the greatest horse race in the world.
Wow.
We got the Mayweather-Pacquiao, like you mentioned. We have the UVF ESPY Awards going on that night as well.
Right.
So I will actually be at that. So I won't. I'll be probably trying to catch a lot of this stuff on my phone, trying to keep track of everything.
Right. I actually filled out a survey for the ESPY Award, so hopefully I'll win the $50. I'm a little broke right now, but Team Mayweather out here. But hopefully I win that $50. And help myself out, take my girl out to eat, you know what I mean? But anyway, back to the game. I noticed Shatir has a fresh cut down there with a little fade. Shatir last time he just did not look like he was ready in the previous game, in the semifinal game. It was a 23-0 deficit. I just think I don't see any team beating Stum's team right now. I think Latrell will will come out hard. He'll come out to fight like he always does, but I think it's just going to be too much of Demetrius, Craig, Micah. It's just too much. They have too much right now. Too many weapons.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned about Shotty's haircut. It looks good, actually. And I know they did come out flat that semifinal game, and it it wasn't the prime time that I've been so used to seeing this season and in prior seasons. But like you said, like we've stated before, Super Squad, that they live up to their name.
They just wasn't ready for the Super Squad. The Super Squad's intensity, their speed, and just they just looked like they wanted it more. The Super Squad just looked like they wanted to be in the championship game. Demetrius put the exclamation point with the dunk within the last couple of minutes of the game, and he sealed the deal.
All right, they added a little bit more time on the pregame clock.
You know what I find interesting, Mikey, is with E-Man wheeling and dealing and doing all these moves, he needs to find people open. And I think if he has a two-punch combo with Latrell, instead of trying to go one-on-one, I think this could be a pretty competitive game because at any time, either one of these guys can go off.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, Josh, because even if E-Man passes to one of the other guys down low, or if Kenny flashes in, because we've seen him do that. I know Primetime has had that factor when Ethan Holmes has cut in. He's been able to get some easy backdoor buckets.
Right.
Doing that. So if they can implement something like that, that'd be benefit for them. So
the thing is, with Michael Stump's teams, you got about I think all 5 players have played organized ball other than Roger, who will be arriving late. But with E-Man's team, on the other hand, you got I would say about 3 players that at some point in their life have organized basketball. So that could play a major factor in it, moving without the ball, setting off screens, talking, communicating, pushing in transition, making the right decisions and the plays that you need to win this game. Every play is going to count. This is a championship game. Never underestimate the heart of a champion, and it's going to be about who wants it more.
All right, as looks like they're getting ready for the word of prayer before the opening tip. Looks like we are having Thorne McIntosh and Brandon Summers actually reffing tonight's contest. This is Summers' first game,
first game
as ref. Thorne has been a very professional referee all season.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. See, the thing about it is, with refereeing, just because you're a good player does not mean you will be a good ref. It's a whole different ball game. And reffing is really hard. Your instincts got to be right there. You got to be quick with it. You got to take no, excuse my language, no crap from the players, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna be happy with you. You got to stay with your call and just be strong-minded in a way.
Yeah, this is. And as a referee, you have to have a huge backbone, and Thorne has shown that all season.
Yes.
JT Taylor, normally ref, he's sitting out this one. I think probably Tuesday with his run over to the with the audience of one dessert theater. That might have caused the change in refereeing for tonight.
Right. Well, Brandon Summers, this is his first time. It's a championship game. High intensity. Tempers are going to be flaring at times. And, the thing that I like to emphasize as somebody that has done basketball ministry, Mikey, is being competitive and aggressive while still glorifying God through the sport and still showing humility. You can still be competitive and aggressive without cursing, without, yelling at the refs. Listen, getting angry and frustrated is an emotion. As long as you don't let that emotion cause you to sin by wanting to fight or, losing your Christianity witness.
Yeah, that's most certainly true. Now, the Super Squad is without their Flash, John Kenning Graves, tonight for undisclosed reason. I did talk with the Super Squad coaches before tonight's game. They feel that that's going to be a huge loss on defense, but with Craig Lahr back for the championship game, that should be a benefit as well.
Right. I
And-
think John Kenning Graves, he makes some great plays, but at the same time, it's almost like taking one step forward and two steps back at times with him because the turnovers do add up. However, that does play a factor now because now they're not so deep. They don't really have a bench. Let's see if Roger shows up late. That could be an advantage to Latrell Alford's team in terms of Stump's team getting tired.
Yeah, I did see Erbig come in. He's getting ready. He'll be starting off on the bench. But we got Stum and Alford, the matchup that we have been talking about all pregame, taking the tip.
You see the crowd is anxious to see who comes up on top. These two used to be teammates. They know each other's games, but I'll be the first one to tell you, they're the most competitive guys on this court right now.
And Super Squad wins the tip, and Craig Lahr trying to get down low, doesn't get it yet. Vargas driving, guarded by Murray.
Bowman was done with the jump shot, and it's good.
Stum with the 3-ball to give a quick 3-0 lead for his Super Squad. Toms.
Manuel Toms coming right back. Stum with the block. What a great play. What a great defensive play. See, the thing about that is down low, it's not going to be as easy for E-Man to get to the basket with Stum down there. His shot has to play a main factor. He has to facilitate the offense. And
as
Latrell
Alford
with
knocks
the
down
jump
to
shot.
2.
He has to facilitate the offense and be a true point guard this game.
Yeah, but you see it's Alford trying to mainly playing the point and facilitating at top, which he's been doing well of that this season too. He has played semi-pro ball with the Bloomington Flex in Illinois, as an early foul is called.
Yes, I think with Kenny, he tends to play defense with his arms instead of sliding his feet. And luckily, I'm not sure. I think in the championship game, correct me if I'm wrong, they do count the fouls this game.
I believe that they should have been counting personal fouls throughout the entire playoffs, but I have not heard anything regarding it, as that is as that's a pretty sizable turnover for the Super Squad. Alford, long-range jumper misses.
Preston with the rebound. No good. Oh, and they're fighting for the boards. This is the type of intensity they need in order to beat Michael Stum's team. They cannot back down.
Second chance opportunities
Preston with
are
the jump
huge.
shot, and it is no good. Latrell Alford with the attempted putback. No good. Craig Lahr looking at the ball. See, this man has great court vision. Corner jump shot, and it is no good. Micah with the rebound. You cannot give this team second chances.
Yeah, we're saying that's the huge thing. Second chance opportunities are needed for the Warriors, not for Super Squad, as that one is put up for 2. 5-2 with
See, Micah, he is actually an underrated player. He can actually get great jump shots. He moves without the ball. He plays the perimeter really well, and he's somebody that's going to be a factor in this game.
Stum puts up the 2. It's 5-point lead with 17 minutes to go.
I personally think Preston has to let Stum earn those shots. That was too easy. Cannot be intimidated by this. This is a whole new level, guys. There's levels to this. RJ with the move. With the move. Oh, it's no good.
He almost gets it. Almost broke some ankles too in the
Yes, he did.
action.
Lahr, and it is a foul, and he earned his way to the free throw line.
Saunders not, I believe, had that foul and not giving the easy bucket to Lahr on that one, as Lahr will step to the line shooting a pair.
That was a great attempt by Craig to get his free throws. People forget Craig actually used to play for the University of Valley Forge, once called Valley Forge Christian College. So he does have basketball IQ. He knows how to play the game. Can I just give a shout out to Jacqueline Brinzo? watching the game. Been a true fan. Very loyal, very honest. And she could actually play a little basketball too.
And she makes a wonderful mocha blast, let me tell you.
Yes, she does. Oh.
Throwing away
E-Man.
super squad ball.
E-Man threw a pass. Coaches always emphasize do not jump when you pass, and that is a clear example of why. Demetrius with a good drive. Demetrius has this game where he could change speeds at any time, and that makes it really hard for the defender. Coach Ron, obviously, is the coach, and Latrell putting the moves on his former coach.
Lar
Preston
gets
has to
around.
slide his feet, cannot be reaching in.
Well, another thing that coaches talk about is getting back on defense, and that is huge as Emian Toms passes to Murray, and Murray just misses as Muse takes it back. Meach puts it up for two. It's a 13-2.
The fans urging Kenny, you got to make that shot.
As Emian Toms takes that three, that really was that I don't think was the best shot for Emian to take, but he tried it at least.
JT screaming that was a backcourt. I'm not sure if that was a backcourt. It looked like it got deflected by somebody. Craig with the jump shot, and it is good.
Three ball
Ladies and
for
gentlemen,
Lar. He was looking
play.
for it.
He came to play.
16-2 with 14:08, and a timeout is called. So we will return here.
Looks like the fans are saying that was a backcourt. The refs are discussing it right now. Like we said earlier, Mikey, this is first time Brandon has been reffing, and he might have missed one over there.
But Thorne was over on this side of the court. Thorne would have had that call, and honestly, I think there was a little bit of a deflection and fight. So I think they made the right call on that.
Right. I think E-Man's team is playing physical with the rebounds, but they need to hustle a little bit more. Looks like Stump's team is just a little bit faster, hustling a little bit more. So we'll see. But this time out, if they come out stronger.
As Erdvig comes in for Muse to start off this, comes in for Lar rather.
I prefer calling Demetrius by his real name. I don't call players by their nickname because I don't think they earned it. In terms of intramurals, this is not high-level competition. So I'm going to call him by his real name, Demetrius Johnson. Am I right with his last name, Mikey?
Muse, actually.
I apologize to all the fans out there.
That's all right. You'll get it. Alfred drives in, gets his own board.
And one!
And gets it to go.
That hang time. Micah has not faced a player like Latrell in his life before. Micah, I'm not sure where Micah's from, but Latrell's from Philadelphia. They breed some of the best basketball players in the United States.
Actually, Trell's hometown when he is Crisfield, Maryland.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter where you're from.
No, it don't. Valerius wears the shirt of the superhero Beast, but honestly, Alfred was the Beast as Muse puts up a triple.
They gave Demetrius too much space, and he converted with a three-point shot. RJ with the ball movement. A good pass by RJ. Good
yeah.
finish by Kenny. And that's what they need to do.
Yeah.
RJ and Kenny need to step up this game if they want to win.
Yeah.
I love the hustle. I love the hard hustle by RJ.
I'm truly loving the hustle.
I love the hustle.
Oh, Alfred missing an easy layup.
It happens to the best of them.
Yeah.
You cannot give that man space. That jump shot is like a layup for him.
Has been all season.
You have to play up on him and expect the help defense. You rather him blow past you and have the help defense than give him that shot.
Muse trying to distract Toms.
Coach Ron doing his best to guard Latrell Alford. Latrell said, I am built for this. With the 2.
It's a 14-point game with 12:20 left to go in this first half. Vargas looking for an open, gives it to Stum. Stum almost.
Latrell.
Stum, I think Stum had shuffled his feet. It almost looked like a travel.
He might have got away with one there, Mikey.
But Alford picks up a foul, his first, team third. Stum makes the first. Lar back in. As Lar in for Erdvig.
JT is trying to coach E-Man's team, calling E-Man's name, try to give him some suggestions. E-Man is completely ignoring him, saying, we don't need you. We didn't need you all season. We don't need you now.
I think it might be JT might be distracting. He's over there on the Super Squad sideline. So
exactly. They don't need any distractions. And you got Demetrius for another jump shot. He waits for the defender to come before he shoots it. This man has been shooting great all intramural season.
He truly has. As Alfred has the ball at the top, trying to drive in, passes out to Toms. Toms trying to take it himself. He does, and he puts up a mid-range.
With the jump shot, going right at Demetrius, not backing down as the crowd urges him. They need to play up on him. Good defense by RJ and E-Man double teaming.
Don't leave Lar open, and he will knock down.
They are not missing this game.
Same way that they did in their semifinal game. They have been consistent from outside. Stum almost gets it taken away from Baskin. As Saunders will grab it. Valeria's playing down low against Saunders. Saunders just a little bit more speed.
E-Man going one-on-one with Demetrius. That's not what it's going to take to win this game, fellas.
In and out from Toms as rebounded by Lar.
RJ needs to slide his feet when guarding Craig.
Lar and one as Izana Azrate ends up picking up the foul. Lar shooting one, 31-10.
Craig earned that shot and converted. See, the way Craig is when he goes to his left side and finishes with his right, he explodes up, and that makes it very hard. You got to cut off that left. You can't let him get comfortable with him doing the same thing. He did the same thing twice and converted. He's been doing that all season. You got to be able to study and KYP, know your personnel. As a defender, you got to know who you're guarding and his habits. Dictate what he's going to do, not vice versa.
Alfred gets it swung around to Toms. Toms trying to drive that baseline. Tries to finish with the right hand over his back. Can't get it to go as a foul against Valerius on the shot.
Stum is shocked. Micah is shocked that was a foul. He felt like he had all ball. I think he did too, but Emmanuel Toms on his way to the free throw line.
As he'll make the first of two.
Jacqueline Brinzo alluding to the fact that my commentating helps us understand the game. I guess I'm doing a good job.
Well, you're doing a good job for the Mikey report, and I appreciate that as Muse will drive baseline for two.
I appreciate you having me on, Mikey.
Alfred Trying to
With
get
the
around
crossover
Valerius.
with the jump shot, and it's good. And it's good. You are not going to have an easy game while Latrell Alford as your opponent. He will fight till the end.
But Valerius misses, rebounded by Stum.
Very physical game so far. Latrell Alford goes for the finish, and it is good with the power layup. I'm not going to call that a dunk. I'm going to call that a power layup.
Okay, you can call it power layup. I was going to call it a soft dunk, but either way.
Either way, it's a two-pointer.
Either way. Doran McIntosh calls the jump ball down low here.
Micah and
The
Preston
jump ball
going at it down low. I love this. This is pure basketball. This is championship game. This is championship type basketball right now.
The Warriors are going to have the ball after the quick timeout here.
I think Emmanuel's Tom team needs to use their speed, and they also cannot give Stump's team second chances. When a shot goes up, you have to get a body, you have to box out. The size and the depth that Stump's team has, you cannot afford to give them a second chance jump shot. Demetrius, somebody has to get up on him, let him drive, expect the help defense. Communication is vital right now. You got Ezani, you got RJ, and you got Kenny. These guys have not played basketball, organized basketball, structured basketball. It's a whole different ball game. Emmanuel, Toms, Preston, and Latrell have to step up and tell these guys how to play and tell them where to go on the court.
Yeah, and they really need to work on their pressure defense because
Latrell comes out firing.
Pressure defense is pretty crucial, especially in championship game,
Yes,
especially against this super squad team.
Great defense by RJ.
A jump ball being called. It is super squad ball.
Great defense. That is exactly what you need to do to Demetrius Johnson. You have to pressure him. His ball handling is mediocre. It's not as good as his jump shot, but you have to pressure that, especially with RJ being the smaller player.
Vargas. Muse almost loses it to Baskin. Out of play.
That's great defense. They forced him to take a tough shot, and they converted, got him to turn over the ball.
Vargas trying to tell Valerius to move around and also try to get where he needs to go.
Jump shot by Latrell, no good. Alley-oop from Demetrius to Stum, no good. Great defense by
the Warriors. Yeah, excellent job by the Warriors to get that turnover.
The
super
second
team
straight looks
turnover.
a little overconfident. Looks like they think they have the lead. But like I said, with Emmanuel Toms, Latrell Alford cannot ever sleep on these guys. And Ezani with the jump shot, no good. Preston with the hustle. With the hustle, Preston converts. Two-pointer. That's exactly what they need to do. This might turn out to be a dogfight, Mikey.
Well, I have said all season long that the Warriors were my dark horse team, and they're showing why they were the dark horse.
They definitely are. Cannot disagree with you on that one.
Coach Ron trying to work a play, and it's not working out as Vargas puts up a three, and it is good.
His first jump shot of the game. You don't see him taking money of those shots, but when he does, it's usually because he's wide open, and there you go. He converted with a three-point play. Latrell Alford looking to take over, and he has about 3 defenders on him. Still not looking to pass. When Ezani passes the ball to Ezani. RJ with the putback, no good. E-Man with the putback, and it's good.
Yeah, a lot of second chance opportunities there.
I think it is actually very smart that Latrell is attracting 3 defenders on him because that opens up the plays. But they have to finish when he throws the pass.
That is true.
Cannot be scared.
And Ezrate with the foul on Muse. Azana Azrate picks up a foul. Team
Azana's
fifth.
another person that, another guy that, loves the game. He has a lot of good attributes to him. He's fast, plays good defense, but he's another person that never played organized basketball before. Plays soccer. For somebody that plays a different sport, he's actually pretty good.
It looks like we'll have Roger Erdvig coming in for Muse as long as Muse makes this second hit, which he does not.
Muse misses on the second. They have to make him earn every shot. Latrell with the ball handle. Latrell with the three-pointer, and it's good! Latrell not even celebrating. He's out for blood.
Well, he's done this before. He scored over 1,000 points in his collegiate career, so it comes as just second nature. 37-25 with 3:20 left to go in this first half. Laura over to Vargas.
They are putting the pressure on Coach Ron and the guards. They are not letting them breathe.
As a turnover by the Super Squad.
This is the ingredients you need. This is the recipe to beat the Super Squad.
Full timeout taken by the Super Squad with just about 3 minutes left to go in this first half. Josh, it may only be, it is a 12-point differential, but it's not out of this yet.
No, not at all. They are fighting their way back. They're hustling. They're playing great defense. They're putting the pressure on the guards. They're making every shot be earned. No easy shots like you saw earlier in the first couple of minutes. And you got Preston and RJ hustling. You got Izani doing his best to put the pressure on the basketball. And you got, obviously, Latrell. He looks like he turned on the takeover mode, and we'll see how far that takes him.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be something to look forward to as this first half winds down and the second half begins, because we still got about 23 minutes of basketball left to play.
Oh, we have a long time to play, and I think it was a wise timeout for the Super Squad in terms of they just had about 2-3 bad plays, couple of turnovers, so I think that was pretty wise to timeout. You got Sadie's and Jalen and JT, who apparently seems like he's not rooting for the Warriors anymore. We'll see how they come out. You got Coach Ron. He's a player coach. He has a lot of basketball IQ, and he can help this team understand how to play the game the right way.
Yeah, he did play for UVF back in from, I think, 01 to 05, if I'm not mistaken. Coach Mack's first 4 years as a head coach of men's basketball.
Interesting. I actually did not know that. That's something new. Latrell letting it roll. The shot clock hasn't started yet. And Latrell with the arrow, and it's no good. He went right at Stump. That is the matchup that everybody has been waiting to see. The thing about Latrell is his hang time is impeccable in this gym. You have to be able to cut him off. If he gets close to the basket, he has a great first step, and he's about to convert with his first free throw, and he misses. In order for them to win this game, they have to make every single shot, and they got to get stops. I think if they cut it down to at least 5 by the second half, they might have a great chance of winning this game.
I think if they just get into single digits, I think they'll have a good shot.
Yes, definitely. Demetrius putting the moves on RJ. RJ doing his best to defend. Great defense by RJ. RJ doing a little trash talk. Emmanuel Thomas going to the basket. He wanted the foul.
Alfred almost gets the tip in, doesn't get it to go.
Brandon did not think that was a foul. Stun with the
rebound by Azrate. Stolen away by Muse. Muse puts it up for 2.
Azani turns the ball over. Too much pressure by Demetrius and Stum. Azani was like a fish in a shark tank.
Yeah, he was certainly a guppy at that moment.
Emmanuel with the ball. Emmanuel with the mid-range. That is good. I've played with Emmanuel Towns before, and he has a great mid-range jump shot. He needs to focus on that and convert with that mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, the mid-range is his. The mid-range
like it's a high-intensity basketball game. Demetrius and RJ arguing with each other. It is competitive, and I just think that was a great play by RJ. He was just playing physical basketball. The trash talking needs to stop. The refs need to get in the way. This is about basketball. This is not the boxing ring. Be nice. You guys want to take it to the boxing ring, do that off campus, and settle it over there. But this is basketball, guys.
Muse goes to the line, shooting a pair. 30.
Hughes seems frustrated. Let's see if he can control off the shot. Still makes the shot. See, this could have gone both ways. RJ could have thrown Muse off his game, or he could have got him mad and woken up a beast. And it looks like Muse has been woken up.
Well, the green.
E-Man being wise with the clock, letting it roll. E-Man with the jump shot, and it's no good. You guys,
Not the best look for him.
Not the best look. Craig with the ball handle. Stum with the mid-range, tries to draw the flower, flops a little bit. RJ with the hustle. Demetrius saying, I'm gonna grind. Talking trash to RJ. Coach Ron with the jump shot.
His second three of the night. When Coach Ron gets on his game, he is unstoppable.
Oh my gosh! With the pass fake.
Wow!
With the pass fake and the finish.
As Saunders picks up a foul.
RJ let Demetrius run by him. He's more worried about talking trash than actually playing defense. He needs to get his head in the game. Demetrius is more experienced, has been through battles where he had to overcome trash talk. But Demetrius, Jacqueline Brino needs to calm down and understand this is a basketball game. She needs to stay and be a fan.
No, actually, RJ Baskin just gets a tech because I think he might have been thrown out of the game because he just dropped the F-bomb. Which is illegal.
He actually was responding to something that Jacqueline Brinzo was saying, and that was not necessary for her to do it, but it was also not necessary for him to curse. And I might have to talk to him about that after the game. So Jacqueline Brinzo is my girlfriend, and you are not going to talk to my girl that way. Does not matter.
You just don't drop an F-bomb.
Exactly. This is basketball. You got to be able to control your emotions. And obviously, he's paying the price. He's hurting his team because now Demetrius hit 2 free throws, and the lead goes by 17 now.
25.55 seconds left in this first half. Oh, Baskin's speed is going to be sorely missed on the court. Warriors have the ball a little bit back and forth on
Emmanuel with the drive, with the good pass. Kenny with the first jump shot of the game, and it's no good.
Muse with the board.
With the ball. You have to stop him right here. Good foul. Smart foul by Emmanuel Toms.
7 seconds left. 7 seconds left in the first half, 47-30.
I don't care if they cursed at you. Yeah, you did say something. I don't care. Don't say nothing to them because if they say something to you, I'm gonna get mad. Just watch the game. That's it.
This is definitely a intense battle. You see,
and this is expected in a championship game of this caliber. You got guys that are very competitive, and they both want to win. It's all about controlling your emotions and still converting with the win. Izani with the bucket, with the great pass by Latrell Alford.
Alford with the great assist on that, and that bucket will actually end the half as the Super Squad will take this break leading 49-32. Now, the biggest thing that is going to be is will the Warriors be able to handle it with just the 5 after Baskin gets teed up and probably not entering back into the game? But we're going to take a quick break here on TMR just to give ourselves a little bit of breather. So we'll take it. We'll be back with more right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mikey Report, our exclusive coverage of UVF Intramural basketball, our championship game between Warriors and Super Squad. Whew, out of breath right now. We are, as Super Squad is leading 49-32 here, just about to enter the second half. This game, of course, brought to you by the TMR CafePress shop for all your TMR branded gifts and accessories, including iPad sleeves and money clips and tie clips and all that fun stuff. CafePress.com/TMR shop. Now that all the advertising is out of the way, let's get underway with the second half here. Well, actually, no, not yet. Alrighty. Josh, I know we've been talking all night about the emotion. I do see RJ Baskin back on the court. Hopefully his temper will stay minimal.
Craig with the pressure defense on RJ. Passes it out to E-Man. E-Man with the play. Good defense by Demetrius Johnson. All ball. Excuse me, Demetrius Muse. The presence down low is being felt by the Warriors. Emmanuel Thomas looking to shoot. Jump shot no good. So he gets his follows up with a jump shot. Another shot good.
Board and driving baseline
Emmanuel
instead
Thomas
of
has amnesia when he shoots. He doesn't care how much he misses. He will keep coming. RJ with the defense. Craig looking. Passes to Coach Ron. Coach Ron looking for people to move instead of standing still. Stump with the shot, no good. All backboard. Latrell converts with a great pass. Preston did not shoot it. Kenny with the jump shot, and it's good. Kenny with the shot. First jump shot of the game.
That previous possession Super Squad had, Lar was open on that left baseline. Vargas did not look over that way. So I wonder what was going on in his mindset, whether he was just trying to stay looking right or he just couldn't find anyone else.
Yeah, I think guys are just standing still. They're not moving without the ball. They're not setting screens. But we'll see if the Warriors can convert off of this. Emmanuel Thomas with another jump shot. He is not looking to pass. He needs to get Latrell, get his teammates involved. Craig with the jump shot. Nobody around him, and it is no good. Latrell with the ball. Guys can't be selfish. You know what I mean, Mikey? They got to move the ball around. They got to play team basketball in order to beat the Super Squad.
Yeah,
Latrell with the in and out move. No good.
Lar was just slightly off, and the jump ball.
Rebound calls the jump ball. And it seems like it's Super Squad team.
Yeah, the Super Squad's ball as Valerius comes in for Erdvig. Vargas passes, dribbling the ball, guarded by Toms. Vargas gets around, tries to dish it into Lar.
Kenny with the pass to Emmanuel. Emmanuel pushing up, looking to.
Good deflection by Alfred down low.
Wide open, Latrell Alfred, and it's good. And it is good.
Working on Alfred, working on.
Only down to 10. The lead is only down to 10. These guys can make a comeback and pull off an upset. Demetrius with his jump shot. He misses. Latrell tries to box him out. And it looks like it's deflected out of bounds by. They're still arguing the call where it's out of bounds. And it is a Warriors ball. They have caused another turnover to the Super Squad. This is exactly what they need to do in the second half to win this game.
Yeah.
And they call it wise timeout again because they see the momentum is changing.
Yep. Now, Super Squad definitely little off the mark. I'm trying. What did we say the score was at the half? 49-32.
Yes.
So 7-0 run in the first couple minutes of this second half. So you have to wonder what is going to happen. I mean, that turnover was huge. Alford definitely guarded Muse quite well, trying as he was trying to get that board.
Muse looks a little tired down there. And like I was saying in the beginning of the game, they're not so deep. They only have 5 players and one guy, Roger, coming off the bench. John Kenning Graves is not here. He's probably playing the keys somewhere. But they're gonna need to take advantage of this. They're gonna need to push the ball. And speaking of momentum, they have to use this momentum to their advantage. They cannot let this momentum go. The Warriors have the momentum right now.
Yeah, and speaking of the keys, he is on Chosen, so they did have, I think, ministry team practice because they do have their summer tour coming up really soon.
Yes, they do.
So if your church hasn't booked them, please book them.
Yes.
Go to valleyforge.edu or call the school and ask for the music department.
We all know John King Graves is multi-talented. He could play basketball and he could play the keys. But let's just be honest, he could play the keys a lot better than he could play basketball. And it looks like there was a foul
on Tom's as he was trying to get the ball from Mike Stum. Team first of the half. 8-point game right now with under 16 to go. Still
Stone with the jump
game.
shot from deep, from downtown, and it is good. It is good, ladies and gentlemen. He's shaking his head saying,
Not in my house.
You guys are crazy for not going in that one. Coach Ron doing his best to play defense on Latrell. Latrell just has that height. He has the speed. He has that first step. Kenny with the pass to RJ, moving the ball around. RJ passing it back to Kenny. Kenny with the shot, and it is no good. Emmanuel with the putback, and it is good, ladies and gentlemen.
A good tip in by Toms on that to keep the momentum alive.
Lead for the super squad, they only have 9 points. Craig shoots a jump shot. So the thing about this, Mikey, is if you live by the long shot, you will die by the long shot.
Yeah.
Latrell trying to sell the foul, doesn't get it. Kenny with a great rebound.
It can't get it to go, and Lar will bring it up for Super Squad. Captain America.
The refs are letting them play. The refs are letting them play. They're not calling every call. Coach Ron just argued, how do you not call that? He reached in, he hit my whole arm. Emmanuel Tom tries to go up, shoots an
Murray
layup.
with the
They
grab.
are playing physical basketball. Press him with the jump shot, no good.
Oh, that 3 ball.
Coach Ron is upset with
the
refs right now. Coach Ron is upset with the refs right now. He is heated, yelling at Thorne. Coach Ron trying to contain his emotions. He is a little bit more mature. He's about 40 years older. So we'll see if this plays out the way he wants it to.
He's actually only about 35.
Oh, he's only 35. Well, he looks a lot older.
Yeah, he's only around 35. I remember that when.
That's about what? About 15 more years that he has on these guys. That could play to his advantage in terms of experience, or the youth just might be too much for him. This is a young man's game, you know what I mean? Stunned with the jump shot from deep, and it is no good. Oh, and they let them get a second chance. This is not what you need. Demetrius with the jump shot, no good. Latrell pushing it.
As he needs to, as he makes it to go. 7-point game with 13:45, just about 13:45 left. As you said a little bit earlier, not many fouls called right now in this second half. Only 2 fouls called, both of them against the Warriors at the moment.
As you can see, the Warriors are the underdog. The Super Squad has a bunch of fans. They actually got their own personal cheerleaders. You got Emmanuel Towns with the steal right now, looking to convert. RJ doesn't take the jump shot, looking to pass it, passes it back. Smart decision by RJ.
Yeah, definitely smart because he didn't have really anything. As Emian Tom shoots a 3, and he gets it to go. 4-point game, 13 minutes left.
Like we said, the type of game that we have been waiting for.
Like we said earlier, they were not out of it, and there's no way they are, as there is a foul.
Got away with a travel. Thorne did not call it. You cannot leave it up to the refs. You cannot get mad at the refs. You got to play your heart out this game. This last few minutes.
Thorne called a foul on Tom's instead. As Muse will go to the line. A foul is called. Muse will shoot 2. I don't recall who that was on exactly.
That looked like it was on RJ, if I'm not mistaken. RJ expected the help with Latrell. He got it. He should have played off. Latrell went straight up. Looked like Demetrius just threw the ball up. Demetrius converts with a 2-point play.
It's tough when you get Muse going down low because he is very versatile, as we've seen all season long for him. Alford at the top, trying to break some ankles.
Coach Ron has great defense, doing his best to guard Latrell. Too much. Good defense, but better offense on that play.
If it wasn't for Latrell Alford, I don't know where the Warriors would be at this point.
Exactly, which is why I corrected myself when I said this is E-Man's team. I said, excuse me, this is Latrell Alford's team.
Yeah, because E-Man is inconsistent. We've seen that throughout the season. He's been able to lead, but it's really been some of the other guys who've been able to facilitate. And Tuesday, it was E-Man because Latrell wasn't here. But Latrell is here. It's his team. He facilitates. He gets the job done.
E-Man comes down firing. I think you got to feed it to the hot hand. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Give it to Latrell Alford.
Muse
Demetrius
for
with
3.
a shot, and it is good. I find it interesting that Emmanuel Thomas is not guarding Demetrius. You got to guard Demetrius Johnson. I mean, you got to guard Demetrius Muse. RJ cannot play defense on Demetrius. Latrell loses the ball. E-Man gets it back. E-Man with the pass. RJ with the layup, and it's good.
Good look by Toms to Baskin. Baskin using the glass, banks it in. That's cash money. As we got a 5-point game with just about 10 to go.
Preston with the blocking foul. I mean, it was good defense in terms of getting there, but you have to get there before he does. Craig looked like he was just one step ahead of him.
Another thing that really I noticed is Keegan Myers on the Warriors. He just walked into the gym. He did not make it. He is not dressed for tonight's action. He's a big body. If he was here, that would be at least some other size for them. But I don't know how much of a benefit he would be for this Warriors team. As Lar puts it up to a 7-point game with about 9:20 to go now.
I'm going to be honest with you. I do not think Keegan will be a factor. Even though you are right, he is a presence down low. He just doesn't play basketball as much as these guys do. Latrell with the jump shot. Preston with the rebound. Preston goes right back up. No good. Craig with the rebound. Craig looks to push it up. It looks like we're going to have a dunk. And it's not good.
He misses the dunk.
That was a great defense to get back on defense after missing a shot like that. Preston, that was great.
Stump puts it back up after the Lar pass. Murray was just size mismatched on that one.
And this is what I was alluding to in the beginning of the game in terms of the size that the power the super squad has. You got to be able to play harder. You got to get rebounds. And you cannot let things like that happen.
Like you said, we really should see E-Man versus Muse, but that's only happening on the offensive side of the ball for the Warriors, not on the defensive side. Now the big key was the true size mismatch of Stum against Murray. That just was an unfortunate incident. Muse, wide open money. And he's mixing it up. As we got a timeout called. 67-55, 12-point game.
Demetrius Muse just too much for RJ. You need to switch on that. Emmanuel Thomas needs to step up and say, I got it from here, young blood, and guard Demetrius instead of shying away. I'm not sure if it's shying away or not, but you got to step up and play the best player on the other side of the team. You cannot make any excuses. RJ, that is not his fault. He's a young guy, and he lost his temper. There's a reason he lost his temper. Emmanuel Thomas will do a much better job at containing Demetrius than RJ would.
Really, and that's RJ had a huge temper with Muse in the earlier half. So really what should have happened is he should have been switched off Muse to Vargas, and that would have been all right, and Baskin could match Vargas's speed at least, and E-Man with Muse.
Completely agree with you there, Mikey.
We're just about ready to get out of this timeout here. We got a 12-point game in favor of Super Squad. Championship match here. Winner definitely does have bragging rights throughout this, throughout the rest of this semester and until March of next year. Alford with the ball right now. Alford drives, puts
and
it
one
up
by
and
Latrell
in.
Alford.
As Rate comes in. So Murray comes out as Rate comes in. As we stated, Murray has not had the best games sometimes this season, and today has been one of those. Vargas passes over to Stum at the baseline, trying to get Saunders off.
Oh! Might have got away with one there. I don't think he moved his pivot, though. Demetrius.
As you don't leave Muse at that baseline, and he is mixing up that soup.
They need to get Emmanuel Thomas on Demetrius, or else they will not win this game.
Under 7 to go, still a 12-point game. Stum misses that one, gets his own board, puts it back up and in for 2. 6:30 left to go. Toms drives in, fouled by Muse.
Great drive by Emmanuel Thomas. And this is the matchup that Demetrius wants. He wants to guard E-Man, but it looks like on the other side of the court, E-Man is not guarding Demetrius. I don't know what the strategy is, but I don't understand it.
Yeah, that is a I don't know what. It's 72-58. There was
Demetrius looked like he's hurt. He's stepping off the court. They might have to call timeout over here.
Something happened. Laura is back in for Muse. Something happened. Coach Sadie Bellinger coming over to check on him. I don't know what it looks like. Muse is back in. I guess he's all right. I think he's just shaking it off right now. Might just tweak something.
Look like John Kidding Graves has made it to the game with 5 minutes left. Let's see if he can contribute anything. I personally think that should be a technical free throw shot for the Warriors, for somebody that's coming in 5 minutes on the second half. That should be a technical free throw.
Yeah, that's under Intramural Director Juan Del Cid's decision. making.
Juan looks a little confused right now. He's kind of looking around. He's not sure what's going on. Juan needs to wake up and figure this out right now. There should be a free throw made by or taken by the Warriors right now for the late arrival of John Kenny Graves.
Yeah. Well, we got Kenny Graves actually in the game, giving Muse a rest right now. So we got 5:30 left here. Vargas passes over to Stum. Stum looking get around Alford.
With the defense. Stum tries to put the moves on Latrell, almost loses it. Latrell understands that that's not familiar territory for Stum. His handles is not as solid as his is.
Vargas guarded by Murray, that's a decent matchup. Pass
Great
to
pass
Erdvig.
by Coach Ron to Roger. Roger gets hacked, and looks like he'll be.
No, no foul was called, so it was just out of play. Last touch by Super Squad as Muse will come back in for Erdvig.
Demetrius Muse subbing in right in for Roger. Preston rolls the ball. Shot clock has not started yet.
Now it has. We got about 4:30 left to go here, gang.
Good pass.
Blocked by Stum. Stum stepped out of bounds before he hit, or no, Stum actually hit it off of RJ. So it is Super Squad ball. Vargas trying to get everybody to work with him, gets a screen from Valerius, but still double teamed. Timeout called by Coach Ron before Saunders goes for a jump ball. So 30-second timeout called by Super Squad. 14-point game with just about 4 minutes left. Now, for some teams, 14 points is not a easy deficit to come back from. Now, Warriors have had some difficulty as of late in this game. Do Josh, you think that there's any chance for them to get back in this?
To be completely honest with you, with the way they're playing right now, by giving up easy baskets, by turning the ball over and not moving it around like they should, I think they do not have a chance to win this game. But if they get stops like they did in the first half, or a couple minutes earlier, within about, I think it was 12 minutes left, they got good stops, they got rebounds, they turned them over, they called the ball over. If they do that, they can win. But with 4 minutes left, this game is about over.
Yeah. Kenny Graves to Valerius for two as Eman Toms gets the answer back on that. Baskin with the steal. Good pressure. Passes back to Alford. Alford.
Now it is possible for them to still make a comeback. Oh my gosh.
As he tries to dunk and he loses his footing. Stum will slam it down. Cho, I think, is looking to answer back with the dunk of his own. Toms misses. Rebound by Saunders. Back out to Toms for three. No good. Valerius with the board. And they're going more of a full court press as Toms will steal it away just past half court.
Wrong team, Micah. Wrong team.
Vargas over to Stum. Kenny Graves for three.
First jump shot, no good. Air ball.
Muse for two. 78-60 with 2:40 left.
John Kenny wanted the ball back to redeem himself off of that horrible shot with an air ball. Nothing but air.
Alford.
Looking to pass the ball. Let's see if RJ can finish, and it's good.
RJ's good from that right side.
By looking at RJ's body language, he looked like he mentally has given up. You cannot give up. 2 minutes is a lot of time, but at this point, at this point, I can understand why, because this might be too much and it might be too little for the Warriors to come back from this one.
Yeah, 16 points with 2 minutes left. That can possibly be insurmountable. You can't be trading buckets as Alford sinks it from, I'd say, 25 feet. As Muse will slam it down. Alford tries a three, no good. Rebound by Toms. Passes to Alford. Alford, baseline tray. Airs it out to Valerius. A lot of pressure from the Warriors, even though. So some of them are not giving up without a fight. Muse for three, and he will sink it. Baseline and wings are Muse's specialty, and he's been doing well all season long.
Yes, he has. And it paid off. He's about to win the championship game of intramurals. And that's what we got to remember. This is intramurals. No need to get to the point where you want to fight or lose your temper and start cursing. But great game. Great effort by both teams. It looks like my prediction was right before the game. I think the super crowd is just too much height, too much speed. They got Coach Ron, the facilitator, knows how to play the game the right way, knows how to move without the ball. And I think with RJ guarding Demetrius Muse, it was a substantial advantage to Demetrius, where he took advantage of the mismatch and converted. I think he had about I would predict that he had about 20 something this game, or maybe even 30.
Yeah, he's had quite a bit, and I know for a fact that mismatch has been proved fatal for the Warriors.
John Kenny Green's looking to get into the stat sheet.
You could almost say that this is a slaying of the Warriors.
Oh yes, it was a slaying. It was execution, whatever you want to call it. It was definitely a loss that they are going to remember for the next couple of minutes.
Well, the fortunate thing is that this Warrior team is a very young squad, a lot of freshmen. They might be able to come back and try for the title once again.
We shall see.
Well, we are down to our last 60 seconds of coverage for the 2015 UVF IBL season. So this Muse with a unique shot, very off balance, one-handed, and he knocks it down. He's just like, what? The ball went off the rim and up into the rafters with 34.4 seconds left.
Latrell not looking too happy.
He tried to windmill, and it's like trying to get through the windmill in mini golf. You have a very hard time to do it.
Jackie in awe of Demetrius' jump shot. I wish he was that much of awe of my jump shot, but I'm a little inconsistent. I can't even lie.
I can't lie either. I have a decent three-point shot, but inconsistent as well. As this game's going to end, a final count of 91-69. And that is the end of it. Their 2015 UVF IBL champions are the Super Squad. Second place goes to the Warriors. Third place is going to be a tie, I believe, between Primetime and the staff because they did not play a consolation game tonight.
Great effort by the Warriors, but the Super Squad had one goal in mind, and that was to win the championship, and they accomplished that tonight.
It's so true, and that will do it here. There's really no post game to really focus on. We've done, and this has been an incredible season. I have to thank once again all my co-commentators, Bryce Cook, John Manning, Tom Pottiger, Ebon Proctor, Matt Godfrey, and also you, Josh. I can't thank everyone enough that has been a participant here on TMR's coverage of UVF Intramural basketball.
It's been an honor and a privilege to commentate with you, Mikey. Looking forward to do it again, man. Maybe next time. Next
Yeah,
time,
we.
next year.
I mean, as long as I'm still here, as long as we're all still here, we're gonna be bringing UVF, a lot of this UVF intramural action, definitely UVF intramural basketball, and a lot of more Mikey Report coverage.
The Money Team 48-0, Mayweather signing off.
And I am gonna sign off for now. Want to thank everyone once again for tuning in, and we'll be having coverage of stuff all summer long. Our 5-year anniversary is coming up, so you don't want to miss the broadcast of that. Thank you for being a part. Thank you for tuning in. I mean, I can't say enough. So thank you, one and all, and I will see you on the next Mikey Report. For all of us here at TMR Studios, we thank you once again for watching the UVF Intramural Basketball Championship for 2015. Your winners, Super Squad, by a final count of 91-69. I think if we had to choose an MVP, it would go to Demetrius Muse. So we thank you once again, and see you next time. This has been an exclusive presentation of the Mikey Report.